Hey guys, we have Vugar, the COO of Bitget.
Thanks for having me here. It's my second time at Taipei Blockchain Week and I'm very excited.
So good to have you in our interview. So the first question, Bitget recently joined the Ondos Global Markets Alliance. You guys expanded beyond the tokenized US stock, adding Tesla, Nvidia, and also even the world's first RWA index, perpetual for futures. So what's the most direct value all these products, that bring to the everyday Asian users?
Definitely diversification. Now you can diversify your portfolio. You don't have to stick only to crypto. You can go for the stocks, you can go to RWAs and real estate. This is an extremely important factor. And it's not only for Asian, for all investors out there. You don't have to leave our ecosystem anymore, but also it's very important to mention all these assets are tokenized and on-chain, meaning you can buy and sell, move from one to another as easy as single click. You don't have to go to the brokers and everyone else.
So, Bitget emphasizes that it's tokenized US stocks and RWA product that you guys, can trade 24/7, right? For Asian investors, what kind of new investment experience does this unlock?
I think 24/7 is a very important factor, especially if you are in Far East Asia. It means time zones doesn't matter. You don't have to stick to the normal time zones. And if you fill an order, you don't have to wait for another day to fill. It's beautiful that everything is tokenized, on-chain, fast, transparent, and easy.
And many users are most concerned about safety and transparency. How does Bitget build confidence among Asian investors in the tokenized RWA trading area?
We've been a safe haven for crypto traders because we have never been hacked. We never had security breach because we have all the protocols in place. But we also have industry's second largest protection fund. If something goes wrong, we have enough money to replace. We promise to keep the protection fund at $400 million. But because it's mainly consists of Bitcoin, it's at like a $700 million range now. Therefore, we've been a safe place to trade crypto. And today we are the safest place also to trade tokenized assets, whether it's stocks or RWAs.
Would you like to share a little bit more about how you guys ensure the safety mechanism on the Bitget platform?
Definitely. The best and easiest way to be sure about the safety and security is look at our reports that we submit about the proof of reserve. For the simple user who watch us today, Bitget has 120 million users. If all our users decided to take all their money out of the platform, we still have 88% more money left in the platform. Through the Merkle tree, every month we prove how much user funds we have and how much extra assets we have. Extra assets shows that we have a great liquidity. For every 100% of assets, we promise to keep at least 30% more, but today we have 88% more. It means almost for every dollar retail investor puts, we have another dollar in the exchange, making us the best place and most secure and safe place to trade.
Bitget has been highlighting its focus on the next generation of investors. So if there are youngsters like me who just have, started their journey in crypto with just a few $100, what would you say to them?
I would always say that start small and start safe. My favorite tool is PoolX and Launchpool, where you can have a principal guaranteed investment, making sure that if you have 100 USDT, you can invest and lock it for 7 days and get tokens from the new project and still get your 100 USDT back. This way you gain exposure to new project without actually buying or trading. This way you gain access and exposure to new project without actually need to go and buy them. And I think it's very beautiful. If you are starting very early and if you are starting very small, don't be afraid and start learning before jumping into doing, 10x leverage trade, for example. Start small, dollar cost average, and definitely explore opportunities with principal guaranteed products like PoolX or Launchpool.
So if an investor already holds Bitcoin or Ethereum, why should they also consider adding tokenized US stocks on Bitget?
Let's look from one point, right? If you are someone as old as me, probably before you even understood what crypto is or before even crypto was invented, you've been investing in stock. And by that trading experience, you come and start trading crypto. But for Gen Z and Gen X, young generation, they never touched stocks. They started with crypto. And now stock is kind of helping them to diversify and to get an exposure, whether it is Apple or Tesla or their favorite brand. And I think it's beautiful because this way you are able to hedge. Let's not forget, starting the beginning of this year, first time Bitcoin has decoupled from the stock market. When stock market goes down, we see Bitcoin going up, which gives you a hedging edge. It means if you balance your portfolio enough, thanks to the hedging, you will minimize your losses and maximize your earn.
Other exchanges are also experimenting with tokenized US stocks. And compared to your competitors, what's the most immediate difference Bitget offers to the new users?
I think what makes Bitget a great place because we are very retail focused. We have 120 million users. In the derivative market, we're the second largest market in place. What makes us unique is our product because Bitget has a great product that is still made for power users, but still as simple as you can use. And if you are a beginner, it makes it very easy to start, as easy as a simple click. And that's what why Bitget is your place. Not only trade crypto, but trade any other asset and diversify your portfolio.
So you just mentioned Bitget has a huge global user base, right? But Asia is particularly diverse. So when it comes to tokenized US stocks, which Asian markets do you think will resonate with users first?
I think when we look at the countries, like from the user point of view, the countries that are having the furthest time difference will probably be the ones that use it because they need it. But also we see that in especially countries like Taiwan, where the audience is smart and they're very innovative and they're very knowledgeable, we will be expecting more exposure towards the diversification of the portfolio. While I believe that in some parts of the Asia, people who are not able to trade the actual stocks or they have limited access to the banking system, they will be also taking advantage of buying tokenized assets because they don't have this competitive offer through their banks.
So one last question. Could you share a little bit about what's the latest plan of Bitget in the future, like 6 to 12 months?
Our biggest bet at the moment is about the retail end and our payment gateway. With Bitget Pay, we are enabling merchants to accept crypto payments. In parallel with our partnership through the MasterCard, we are enabling more people kind of tap and spend their crypto. We believe next billion users will come from the retail. In parallel, we are having a very strong institutional offering. We've been developing our institutional tools for last year and a half. And today we see that 80% of our trades is happening on a spot market by the institutions. When we put these two ends of the spectrum together with a strong institutional offering and strong retail, Bitget will probably see a huge growth both in the user numbers but also in our ecosystem. And lastly, for people watching, we recently decided to invest into the Morph and we transferred all BGB tokens to the Morph, making it both gas and governance of the Morph ecosystem. And also in parallel, we are buying and burning some stocks in order to decrease BGB's supply. Since start of the year, we saw all-time high at $85. And also since our launch in last 4 years, we saw 100x growth of BGB. And I think next year, the biggest news will be around BGB and also around price action of BGB. And we'll be see BGB going to the moon.
Definitely looking forward to what's going to happen in Bitget in the near future. Thank you, Vugar, for having us in the interview, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you very much.